Hi, I'm Slade Lewis with Lewis Jewelers. Today, I want to talk about the myth of buying a diamond wholesale. Why is that a myth, and why would that be a myth, and why would I even say that's a myth of buying a diamond wholesale? Well, let's talk about another industry, or any other industry for that matter, when we're comparing our industry, the diamond industry, and wholesaler versus retailers. All right, so let's take H-E-B for instance. H-E-B is a grocery store here in Texas, probably one of the largest around. They have different buyers for different sections. And let's say that you're the buyer for the produce section, and you go and you buy produce for H-E-B. And you buy entire farms, because that's what these guys do. Buy an entire farm of apples, an entire farm of beans, an entire farm of potatoes. And let's say that you're paying X amount of that, and then you mark it up, obviously H-E-B's for-profit company, and then they sell it at a reasonable price. They try to be super competitive against the other retailers that are selling similar products, and because they're super competitive, they have a huge business. So if the buyer of H-E-B produce went and saw that the person that was selling produce, potatoes, let's say, was selling them to individual people at their farm for the same price that they sold it to H-E-B, and they were advertising that, do you think that that person, that buyer of potatoes, would allow that to happen? The answer is no. And you can take that to any other industry. So if I'm a person in the clothing industry and I'm a buyer for a retail outlet, I'm not going to buy something that I'm going to compete against, that somebody can sell it at my cost to somebody else. So you're either in the wholesale business and you sell to retailers, or you're in the retail business and you sell to consumers. So if you hear of a person selling diamonds at wholesale, and they have a little small business that's usually going to be not in a retail center, it's usually going to be somewhere in an office building, and they sell to anybody who walks in, or referrals or anything like that. Where are they getting their diamonds, number one, and who are they wholesaling to? So to be a quote unquote wholesaler, you have to have retailers that you're selling to. Most of these guys do not have that. They are not selling to anybody. Where are they getting the diamonds? Most of these diamonds are a suspect. They're not ethically sourced. They can't prove that they're ethically sourced. Why? Because they don't know where they came from. Most of these guys that are wholesaling are buying basically from pawn shops. They're pre-owned diamonds and stuff like that. Why do you want to, if you want to buy that, then that's fine. If you think you're saving money, you're probably not. Then that's fine as well. Just know that you're not buying wholesale, you're buying retail. If you go to a retail person like we are, we're aligned with De Beers and De Beers site holders. De Beers put out and they sell 80% of all diamonds sold across the world. De Beers basically has about 100 site holders, and they tell those site holders that they sell all their rough to every single month that they mine. They sell all the rough to them, and then those guys are only allowed to sell to people like us. They want to sell them directly to the end consumer. So there is no chain of how it used to be in the 80s, 90s, or below the 90s before De Beers had made this change. There were truly wholesalers who sold to retailers. Now that's all been cut out. We buy directly from De Beers, we buy directly from Forevermark, and there is no markup. There is no 5 middlemen in between. We sell at great prices for what you get. So when you go and you think you're saving money by going to a building and they say they have no overhead or anything like that, just ask really simply, can you make sure that this diamond is ethically sourced? Can they show you the blockchain of that diamond of being ethically sourced? I'm going to challenge you, and I already tell you the answer that you're going to get is we don't know, or we don't provide that information, and that's because they don't know where most of these diamonds have come from. They may have a GIA cert, they may have an EGL cert or something like that with it, Sometimes it matches and sometimes it doesn't. A lot of people have been thrown in jail, even around here in Houston, on selling diamonds that were certified by EGL or GIA that really didn't even match the certs, and they were fake certs. So just be careful when you hear the word wholesale. If a person is truly wholesaling something, they would never sell to an individual. Why? Because they have too many retailers that they're selling to. They would never jeopardize losing that avenue of revenue to sell to 1 or 2 people. So just keep that in mind. Common sense goes a long way in every industry, especially ours. Hopefully you like the information on wholesale versus retail. Hopefully that made a lot of sense for you. If you like that, please like and subscribe our channel. We have some more content coming your direction, behind the scenes, stuff like that. We would be honored. Have a great, awesome, blessed day. Thank you.